Former President Trump typically appears in front of adoring crowds, but that was not the case last night when he spoke at the Libertarian National Convention. He was met with boos and jeers. NBC's Julie Tsirkin is in Washington with more on that. Julie, good morning.
Joe, good morning. Look, this was an unusually cold reception for Donald Trump at last night's Libertarian Convention in D.C. A rowdy crowd with many protesting the former president's remarks, some anti-Trump libertarians even getting into physical altercations with his supporters, like independent candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who spoke to the gathering earlier this week, and President Biden. Mr. Trump hopes to make inroads with third-party voters, appealing directly to them.
In the last year, I've been indicted by the government on 91 different things. So if I wasn't a libertarian before, I sure as hell am a libertarian now.
But the former president got visibly frustrated at times with the uncooperative crowd, who interrupted with jeers and boos.
The Libertarian Party should nominate Trump for President of the United States. Whoa, that's nice. That's nice.
Joe, attendees tell me they are most disappointed by Trump's handling of the COVID pandemic and the government spending that he encouraged, with some yelling that he already had his turn in the Oval Office. Today, though, Trump is in North Carolina at the Coca-Cola 600. It's a big NASCAR race in a key battleground state. A busy weekend on the campaign trail for Mr. Trump before those closing arguments are set to begin in his New York criminal hush money trial on Tuesday.
Julie, we should note President Biden was also invited to the Libertarian Convention. Instead, he spoke at West Point's commencement, taking an indirect swipe at the former president. So what did he have to say?
Yeah, Libertarian organizers tell us Biden never responded to their request, instead continuing, as you mentioned, a tradition for sitting presidents to speak at military academy ceremonies. Though he never said Trump's name, Biden leaned into the importance of protecting democracy and the Constitution. It's a central theme of his re-election effort, drawing contrast to his political rivals' repeated undermining of the election and government agencies.
From the very beginning, nothing is guaranteed about our democracy in America. Every generation has an obligation to defend it, to protect it, to preserve it, to choose it.
Joe, Biden is also watching the outcome of Trump's New York City trial closely, with a verdict expected as soon as this week. Sources tell NBC News the president's campaign will be more aggressive in the months leading up to the November election. Joe?
All right, Julie Tsirkin, thank you so much. And Kristen Welker will have much more on the threat to democracy when she sits down with 2 Republican and 2 Democratic secretaries of state in a special edition of Meet the Press.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.